Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Hakim bin AZAMAN alias Azman. I am an English language teacher from SK Kuala Lumpur Baru. I am going to present a research entitled Improving the Use of Action Words Among Year 2 Pupils of Selected Primary School in Hulu Selangor via action songs. This study deals with two important elements, which is vocabulary learning and fun learning. In Malaysia English language curriculum, vocabulary learning has been made as an integral part in each of the main skills for ESL teaching. Therefore, Asian songs have provided pupils with a very comfortable atmosphere and help them learn English, especially target language better. In Malaysia Education Blueprint, few objectives have been outlined in the document so that the government can provide quality access of education. Therefore, additional support will be received by orang asli students and other minority students, including those who had physical and learning disabilities, so this group of students can get the access to fair and equal education platform. A comfortable and helpful learning environment are created to accommodate these students in schools. Before I come out with the research, I have come out with two statements of problems. The first one, indigenous peoples are struggling to recognize action words. Second one is indigenous peoples do not understand the use of action words. So for my research, there are three research questions. The first one, does the use of action songs improve the use of action words among year 2 pupils? The second one is, what are the perception of pupils on the use of action songs in improving their use of action words? Thirdly, does the use of action songs motivate pupils in their vocabulary learning? I have used Piaget's theory of cognitive development for theoretical framework of this study. Children in the age of 7 until 12 years old are positioned in a concrete operational stage. Therefore, in this stage, the pupils can understand concrete aspects and topics rather than abstract ones. Therefore, I believe that using action songs can give advantage to the pupils' learning, as the action songs comes together with actions and gestures that helps the pupils to understand better. For this research, I used Chemist and McTaggart Action Research Model 1989. This action research involves pupils from Year 2 pupils in selected school of Hulu Selangor districts. 10 students were chosen as they scored the highest errors in their diagnostic test. All participants were coming from indigenous group of students. They did not have proper exposure to basic alphabet since they did not go to kindergarten. Based on the group interview, these participants had minimal exposure to English language because they only started to formally learn English language since year 1. These participants practice different mother tongue language, which is Semai language. These mother tongue language interferences affected their English language learning as they have poor proficiency in English language. There are 3 stages for the interpretation process. The first stage is the introduction of songs to observe if pupils are interested with the song. In second stage, teacher guides pupils to sing the song with actions. In this stage, teacher help pupils to pronounce the lyric correctly and understand the meaning through actions. The third stage involves action songs performance, where the pupils confidently sing the song with actions independently. There are 3 instruments for this study. Firstly, the vocabulary test is beneficial in comparing pupils' development in their vocabulary learning. Secondly, self-assessment forms has been designed to know about pupils' feelings about the use of action songs. Thirdly, the group interview will carry out to know about pupils' satisfaction and idea on how action songs help their learning. Based on the vocabulary test, the pupils showed improvement in test 2, where the students showed changes on their understanding of action songs. After the intervention carried out in cycle 2, all pupils were able to score 100% for the vocabulary test. It showed that action songs help improving their use of action words. Based on the data shown from self-assessment forms, all of the pupils indicated that they like using songs in learning action words chosen because the action songs is an interesting tool that are able to attract them in their vocabulary learning. This shows that the pupils enjoy the use of action songs in the classroom. The findings of this study show that in motivating pupils' interest to learn vocabulary, the lesson should be fun and meaningful as the pupils should feel comfortable to adapt to new knowledge. Based on the result from the group interviews, all of the pupils agree that they found excitement in learning by singing action songs. The pupils also believe that the use of songs in the lesson was very fun and enjoyable. The pupils also said that they learned about the use of action words through the action songs. It is because the repetitive movements in the action songs help them to easily recognize the action words later. In fact, 100% of the pupils believe that they could complete the test given after they learn the vocabulary via action songs. As the conclusions, pupils' achievement in vocabulary tests showed major improvement in the use of action words. Action songs help to motivate pupils to understand and memorize action words, hence help ESL indigenous pupils to learn basic skills in learning. Action songs can become an effective intervention in the classroom to help low proficiency indigenous pupils to learn vocabulary in a fun way. Sensory integration through action songs shows that pupils' motivation towards learning vocabulary can be improved as they learn the vocabulary based on real-life experience. Action songs can attract participants' attention because it consists of interesting rhymes and music that they were familiar with. The implementation of elements of repetitive movement in action songs generate excitement and encourage the participants to actively involve in teaching and learning process. So, for suggestion for further research, ESL teaching approach should be able to suit indigenous cultures, background, and needs for these peoples. ESL curriculum design that can adhere to indigenous people should be done, especially for this type of students. Fun learning approach actually can help low proficiency pupils improving their language skills. I would like to quote some words from Benjamin Franklin. Tell me and I forgot, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. So that's all from me. Thank you.